Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pocket Dragon Pub. My name is Mary. I'm your resident nerd on wheels, and I'm so excited to be your game master for this evening. Tonight, we are playing Vaesen, the Muse of Galway, and it is a fun story, a little bit of a mystery of using folklore and the myths of Ireland. What's so fun about tonight is we are also raising money for Make-A-Wish. So, if you would like to get involved a little bit, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, I want to meet all of our amazing players because I can't do this alone. We've got some amazing people out here, and let's introduce you guys to them. So I'm going to start out with Jelly.
Hi, I'm Jellyfish Lines. My pronouns are he, him, and I was just looking for the unmute button. I am playing Mahone Gallagher, and I am just a little guy in TTRPGs. And I am popcorning it over to Ava.
Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your Madam Ava here, and tonight I'm going to be playing Delphia Carrington. We both use she, her pronouns, and I am a diva. In this game and also in real life. And we're gonna popcorn over to DJ.
Hi, I'm DJ. I go by any pronouns, and tonight I'll be playing Imogen Donnelly, who uses she, her pronouns, and she's a writer. And I'll pass it over to Julia.
Hello everyone, my name is Julia Labouche. I use any pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Misha Halloran, who uses he, him pronouns, and he is a antiquities guy. Paul.
Hi, my name is Paul. Tonight I will be playing Ushino Fiera. He is just a middle-aged blow-in who is somewhat excited to be home after a long period away from Ireland. We both use he, him pronouns, actually. Sorry.
Well, I cannot wait to introduce you all to these amazing characters and for these characters to be able to come alive. But I have one question for you. Would you like to play a game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's play a game.
Let's roll the tape. Welcome to the world of Vaesen. Now, before I get into this world of myths and legends, first I want to talk about a little bit of Roll for Wishes. So we are raising money for an amazing charity that helps grant wishes to kids with critical conditions, critical medical conditions. As a former wish kid, I can attest to how much this is a life-changing charity. It lets kids be kids for a bit, and with your help, hopefully we'll be able to raise a little bit more money for this awesome charity. But there are ways that you can interact with this game to help the players and maybe hinder them a little bit. We call it tricks and treats. If you'd like to give a trick or a treat to a player, a way to help them, maybe it's a dice roll, maybe it's a ally coming in the nick of time, $5. If you would like to cause a trick to occur, maybe a hidden enemy just around the corner, something spooky lying in the dark, that's $10. And if we raise our goal of 150, I will summon the cats. You'll have to find out what that means. But let's get into it. So, we are entering the world of Vaesen, a place very similar to our own, further back in history, but with a slight difference. All of the legends that you were told as a child, well, most people don't think they're real, but they are. I mean, some hear the wails and it could be the wind, or it could be a banshee. You hear a weeping near a river. Well, it could just be the rustling of the brush or the crying of an animal, or it could be the crying of a woman in white. This is a world that is dangerous, and as dangerous as it is also full of life. There's few who can see these creatures that we call Vaesen, these mythological creatures of myths and legends and folklore. These are known as Thursday's children. Thursday's children have a knack. They can see the unseen, things that just other people are able to look past. But for Thursday's children, it's illuminated right before their very eyes. We join new members of the Apollonian Society. Now, the Apollonian Society, there are many societies all around the world, usually having some sort of outpost in each country on many different continents, because Vaesen are everywhere. As long as there is a creature, there will be a society to help keep things in check. And for Great Britain, that society is called the Apollonian Society, created around the time of Queen Elizabeth I. They have done their due diligence to take care of people and to help mediate the issues that arise when humans and Vaesen ultimately come together. Because most Vaesen are able to be worked with. They are just like you and me. They have wants, they have needs, they have a home. But if humans can't see that home, well, miscommunications can happen, and that's where the society comes into play. See, if you can't see the problem, it's really hard to fix it. And, well, the Apollonian Society goes through a rigorous process to get people that, one, can see Vaesen, and two, are skilled at what they do. Our story opens on a long train ride, not that long, you've probably had longer in your different travels, along the countryside of Ireland. Rolling green hills, every now and then you probably see some sheep, the blue sky. It's actually rather nice, but it's not as green as it used to be. You see that as you've been going through the countryside, many fields are more barren. There are houses that are just empty now. Ireland's been hit hard in recent years. As far as the time we're talking about, we are at the very end of the Victorian period, at the beginning of the Edwardian. The Great Famine has occurred, and it has hit the Irish people hard. But hope is not lost. You all have gone to Galway for one mission. People are going missing. And usually when that happens and there's no concrete reason as to why, usually a Vaesen is involved, and that's why you've been sent here. So, as our train continues its travels closer and closer to the city of Galway, who is the most antsy to get off the train?
I feel I am.
Nisha, can you describe your character and a little bit about them?
Yeah, so Nisha is a young man. He's about 23, 5'8", He has like a dark auburn hair that's like slightly wavy, that he doesn't really care about. It's just like down in a ponytail. Little bit of freckles, blue eyes, dressed like on the nicer end, but it's not like ostentatious by any means. And he hasn't been home in 12 years. His family left Ireland when he was 11 years old, and he's been wanting to get back for so long, but life kept getting in the way. So even though like the circumstances are not great, he is just like can't take his eyes off the landscape out the window on this train.
It's strange. It's almost like a vivid dream. The memories are there, but they're faint, and almost as the clouds begin to swirl in the sky, it almost gives that dreamlike quality. And you swear for a moment in the reflection something stares back at you, but it's probably just a trick of the light. Nisha, are you sitting next to anyone?
Oh, I don't know. If I am, then the other person chose to sit next to me. He's not very big on he's a social person, but he can be a little shy with newer people. So he probably wouldn't have like extended that invitation, but would be very happy if someone took it.
Who would gravitate towards sitting next to Nisha, someone that is an academic
Yes.
in quality?
I think Oisin would, and I think he'd be annoying the hell out of Nisha with questions as an academic. So Oisin seems at equal parts antsy to be home, constantly looking over his shoulder, but also sort of nose glued to the window, staring out at the countryside passing by, occasionally lamenting that it seems so empty now. There used to be more people living in these lands, but he doesn't have much in the way of a formal education. His family grew up poor, but his mother made sure to instill in him, growing up, all the rules about dealing with the fair folk, so that he wouldn't fall afoul to them, as is rumored other members of his family had. And as Nisha, if Nisha is pushing himself as an academic,
Yeah.
he'd be picking Nisha's brain to make sure Nisha knows. And he's basically making a nuisance of himself, standing all of 5'4". He barely comes up to Nisha's chest, and he's just sort of like, and what about this? And what about this? And have you heard about this?
Yeah, and not annoyed at all, just like fully like loving it.
But after a while of this on the train, he reckons Nisha knows his stuff. So he's taking Nisha under his wing now to make sure that Nisha stays safe in these lands.
Hell yeah.
And what does Oisin look like?
Oisin's a short guy. He was born a rather sickly child at the back end of the famine. He grew up poor, but loved by his family. He will always tell people. So he wanted for little else. But the lack of food the way he was raised basically means that yes, he stands at a staggering 5'4", and he looks a little frail, and he has a little rattly cough sometimes, but not very often. And he's wearing a collarless shirt, a waistcoat, and a jacket that looks like it's been patched more times than a jacket should be. It's almost more patched than it is jacket. He has shorn short brown hair that he looks like he could cut himself with any sharp object he could find. Just a habit of growing up the way that he did, keep the hair short, because it's easier to care for that way. But he looks older than he actually is. He's currently sitting at the ripe old age of 44 years old, but he looks to be several years older than that due to hard living. But he's kind. He's kind to anyone that he meets, because he believes that everybody needs a bit of kindness in their day, and he hopes and he tries to be that.
As the discussion is lively at your seat on the train, as the camera kind of moves further down the train, is there anyone that is looks incredibly comfortable or is just at peace?
Yeah. Yeah. Mahone is just taking his time looking out the window, taking whatever amenities in that he can. He has already packed his suitcase back up. He is like a 5'8" like Irish man, and he's excited to be home because he's only been gone for a few weeks. And he's just like, well, I just kind of want to go home, and after this I can. And he is carrying on his person that you do know is a fiddle case. You have not seen this fiddle yet. And he wears essentially a suit vest, a white button-up, sometimes a tie, other times not. And he also has what is essentially a London fog, or like some form of trench. And it's lined with some form of ringed fur, and you cannot tell what it is. You cannot tell what animal this is from. And he's just so comfortable.
Would Mahon sit alone, or would he sit next to someone else?
I think he would invite someone to sit next to him, just to like take in the views and things like that. He's very kind about it.
Yeah, I think Imogen would probably sit next to Mahone. Imogen is a relatively short woman with long, curly black hair. And I think as she's sitting next to you, I think you realize like she's very enthralled in like her journal. She has it open. It's a very small notebook, and she's just kind of writing away with a very ornate pen. Not really, like I think she would have like given you like a nice nod as you like welcome her to like sit by you, but she doesn't really say much past that.
What are you writing?
Oh, just getting some thoughts on paper. That's all.
You want to share? At least one?
I'm all right.
That's fine.
You seem to be pretty enthralled with the view. I'm sure that's much better. Yeah.
As the conversation slowly dwindles, where would Delphine be on the train?
I think she will be relatively close by. The only reason why she probably wouldn't be sitting with Mahone is because she actually has a dog. So trying to be polite to others, she would not want to impose her canine companion in their space. But she's also relatively comfortable, albeit you can see a little tinge of discomfort because she despises the cold. And this is a rather cold place. So this 5'8" brown-skinned woman, she pulls her furs in a little bit closer. And if Ocean looks very poor. She is the vast opposite of that. Very, very expensive to look at. Like, you feel like you are being insulted with how glimmering she is with the jewelry. And it would be insulting to her if you just looked at her long enough. But I think she is comfortable despite that, reading through some papers and just petting her Irish water spaniel dog who is just sitting next to her sleeping.
And what does Delphia's dog look like? We gotta know. We gotta know what the little dog looks
Puppy.
It's an adult dog, so I think the name of her dog is Alaga, and you can tell that it is a very pampered dog. Obviously, some a dog that was given to her as like here's a companion who also is fancy to look at. But you can also tell, just because Delphia is here, that you can tell it's probably a very competent dog. It is a hunting dog in some aspects, and so it still retains some of those qualities of, if something happens to her, it will bite. So please don't try to do anything to her mom. And it's a typical like standard color of the Irish water spaniel.
Laga just kind of like perks up at the window as the train begins to slow into the station. People start disembarking from the train. Not as many people as you'd expect. There's actually more people lined up to leave than there are coming in. As you get your different bags and trunks out of the train and getting settled, you all were told that you were to meet with one of the society's members called Liam. Liam is supposed to show you your way around Galway and help you where you need to go. As you exit the train, you will all see that indeed the description of Liam. He is kind of young and scrawny, much younger looking than you would probably expect. Probably around like 17, 18 years old. Very much looks like a kid that is, and I say kid, more of a young adult. I think he would be very upset if you called him a kid. But this young adult looks like he's one scrap away from getting into major trouble. He has a bunch of different patches on his jacket. Some look to be stolen off of other people that are all sewn into this like patchwork jacket of many different colors. A bunch of different embroidered pieces. All of it seems to be his unique style, and he very much sticks out compared to the crowd around him. But he, recognizing your descriptions, will kind of wave over towards you to get your attention.
I think I found him.
Right.
Well, he doesn't half stand out, does he?
As you approach, he goes, "Hi there, I'm so excited to meet you. I really can't wait. It's so nice having people new in town," and you see that he's just bubbling with life and excitement, and says, "Oh, but you're here for serious circumstances, and we need a lot of help. We can talk more." And he shows you all over to a stagecoach that you can be traveling in. All of you are able to fit pretty comfortably. One would probably one person would have to sit up with Liam at the front, and the rest can ride in the carriage.
Mind if I sit up front with you, lad?
Please. And he scoots over as you all make your way. Inside the carriage, you see Professor Roisin O'Malley, the elder member of the Apollonian Society, that is supposed to help you at least with some of the research should you need it, and is your way into the college should you need access to their library. She's an older woman, gray hair, very petite, and is all kinds of strong and powerful. You just feel it radiate off of her. She is a woman that doesn't take any nonsense and is quickly reading through files as you all lumber into the carriage and begin riding towards Galway. Machine says, well, train wasn't too late this time.
It was quite
Were you-
pleasant.
Oh. Quite frankly, I hate the thing. I'd rather it go away, but here we are. 40 years later, and I'm still complaining.
Can I hear her from sitting up front?
Yes, surprisingly, it's quite strange. Normally you wouldn't be able to, but you see that there is almost like a gramophone-like contraption.
Yeah.
That makes it so the people at the front of the carriage can hear the people inside as a way of conversation. You can tell there's a way to turn it off as well from the outside of the carriage. But for now, it's turned open so everyone can easily communicate.
All right.
Well, I'm sure you've been briefed, but to give you a bit of what's going on, about 3 weeks ago, there have been a few disappearances, more and more each day. And the strange thing is, at the place of residences, a fine piece of art is left, as well as a pile of dust. Unfortunately, I was hoping that it would be some rambunctious young ones and leaving a mess for us to have to take care of. But unfortunately, another youngin' has gone missing, and we need to go there immediately. I was going to take you over to the inn that we have you all set up at, but I think we're going to have to take a bit of a detour.
Unfortunate. I would almost suspect Leanne and Seed. It's a piece of art, but I'm sure.
Is there any type of similarities between those who have been taken or have gone missing? Ages, genders, classes?
But
Hair
the
color.
majority are men from affluent backgrounds, actually new to town. They are new tenants, new landowners in town. Mostly the children.
All artists, isn't it?
All artists.
You mentioned.
Nasty business.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's.
You mentioned dust. Do you know what that is?
Quite frankly, I try to keep out of the mess. I have to be able to work here, and I'm more of a liaison into the library and the college.
Right. Are they all students of the college?
artists, some are students, some are older, some are young. It's quite the gamut. The only connection is that they're all artists and majority are men. There are
Mhm.
few women in there, few and far between.
Well, there's a very particular type of nastiness looks after does that kind of thing. But I won't be speculating without more proof. We'll probably need to see where the people disappeared, and if you have any ideas of any new artists in town that you think might fit the mold, we'll likely need to meet them too.
My thoughts exactly.
What is the usual medium of the art?
You know, the English are rather fond of their paints, and and their watercolors, and it's quite fascinating. For me, it's a little bit much. I much prefer the different folk art that we have here, but I guess it brings business to town. But it's actually quite interesting. A artisan fair has actually opened up recently. I guess the news of a Muse is bringing more and more people to town, as is why we are very concerned. The more people come to town thinking there's a Muse, and you know what happens, word gets out, panic happens after they learn that the cost of a fine piece of art is their life, potentially. I hope we're able to recover them, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky.
Where are you keeping all the pieces of art, by the way?
I've got them in my office.
Are they all made by the same artist or different artists throughout the pieces left?
Well, I think it's all these folks who have gone missing. They've left them
Oh,
behind.
their own individual art. Okay.
Yes, each artist left behind a painting. Some were paintings. Actually, surprisingly, there was one young woman. She left behind a beautiful shawl.
I'd love to have a look at them all together. See if that shows anything.
First off, we can go to the last place, and then we can go to my office. How's that sound?
Right on.
Right, the sooner
Let's
we
do
get on top of this, the better.
You all travel by coach to a rather large manor in the countryside. You can see that as you look out on the vast hills, there are different houses with some abandoned, some with people living on it. There's a lot of farmland out here, but this is the manor kind of overlooking this large plot of land. You are quickly let inside by the butler, James, and he's a rather quiet fellow. Looks to be incredibly skittish and scared, as the master of the house is now gone, and his parents are not one to be trifled with.
Oh.
Fair enough. Not as big as my home.
It certainly is not, but
You say that out loud.
She mutters that.
That's so funny.
Hey, she has a vacation home in the country and then a London home, so she's allowed to be like that.
No, you're so right about that.
But O'Shane will scoff, like, I think the whole house my whole family grew up in would fit in his living room.
Likewise.
Fair enough.
You are free to roam the manor. The butler is very concerned about his charge's whereabouts, as the father and mother of this young lad are actually on vacation at the moment. They are not home. He was on his own for about a month, and you would have been debriefed by this in the carriage ride. But you have free reign of the manor to investigate how you wish.
What's the lad's name, sir?
Oh, yes, Master William.
William. All right. Would it be okay if I saw his room, or did he have a space that he worked in a lot?
Yes, sir.
Great, thank you.
There's the studio, and there's also the bedroom space.
Right.
Although I might have to go and find that key. But here, and he kind of bumbles with this key ring and just strangely just hands it to you.
Oh.
Just not even wanting to touch it.
Like the whole ring, or just the key to the room?
He hands a whole ring.
Oh. Ooh.
And surprisingly, you see that there are bags at the door that look to be his bags. He is moving out before things get caught.
Right, well, thank you.
You're certainly welcome. If there's anything I can do to help, I am happy to answer your questions, but I would like to get a move on sooner than later.
Of course. We'll have a look.
Did he make mention of anybody that came into his life that he would have been making art for?
But, you know, there are a few lasses that would have meandered about.
Did he give you a name?
You know, that's the strange bit. I know he told me, but I can't remember. It's like on the tip of my you know, I'll think about it and I'll get back to you. Would anyone like some tea?
Oh, no, that's all right. Thank you. Okay.
Absolutely. I'll take some tea if it's going. Never pass by a free meal or drink. That's what the mammy always said.
I mean, not for that reason. I just appreciate tea.
As
He will get real suspicious for a second, and he'll get real close, uncomfortably close to the butler. Looking up at him, he'll be like, "Before I accept the tea, you're not one of the fair folk, are you? You're not allowed to lie if you are."
I'm sorry. If the fair.
He wants to know if you are fair.
Oh no, no, sir. I don't. I am
Is
not.
she?
I
fae?
am. No.
No. Okay. Then I'll take your tea. And while he's doing after this, Oshin will move around the room, touching absolutely everything. Just moving things slightly out of place. He's basically just being a menace.
Moving everything 2 inches to the left.
Yeah. For no discernible reason.
When they come home, they're gonna think something's wrong and they can't figure it out.
What's going on here?
James, the William's parents, do they know he's missing?
Oh, see, that's the thing. I was hoping you'd find him, so I wouldn't have to.
That's why you were nervous.
That sounds
Heard. I figured. I just wanted to make sure. We'll get to the bottom of it one way or another, I suppose.
If not, I'll write a formal letter of resignation.
I worry that might look more suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would be careful how you go about it. I'm an honesty is the best policy person myself.
If these parents are the type to truly love and care for their son, unlike other noble type of people who simply just send them to the next boarding school, I suggest you probably start writing that letter now and have it sent, because if they find out that you have avoided this, hoping that it is solved, I think it would be best if you actually went to the Americas instead.
Understood. I will get to writing right after I make that tea.
Yes, please remember
You
that tea.
You should also
Excuse
count on if he's been taken by the she. You should also count on him not being found in a manner to which you'd like to report back to his parents.
Oh, right. I'm gonna. She
Yeah.
I think
That's a good
Log.
idea, yes.
I think
Yeah,
Laga goes up to
like-
Oshin and just like starts tugging on his pants legs, like, "Hey, please, can you like move back?" Move
Like,
back?
let's not talk about the boy dying.
The butler
Right.
just runs towards making tea and is
Yeah.
just very overwhelmed. But you're able to explore the house, the manor at will. There's a variety of rooms, main rooms to note. There's an art studio, there's the bedroom, and then there is the lounge entertainment space.
Alright.
Those were the main rooms that the lord of the house would frequent.
Do we want to split this up?
I'd like to check his studio.
I was gonna do that as well.
I'll check his room.
I can check the room.
I'll check the studio.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna start with the studio. As you make your way up the stairs, you see towards the corner of the house, there is like a bump out pillar, and that is where the studio space has been built. Plenty of lighting, large windows, everything's incredibly ornate. Very much the feeling that you should be careful of knocking anything over. It definitely is that kind of a house. The wealth is here for show. You can also tell a lot of the things have been newly moved here. There's still boxes with different painting supplies. Still, there are a few sheets over the furniture as you're moving through the house. You can see that they probably have only been moved in for a few weeks at this point. And it seems like more and more shipments from England have been arriving of their things. Not all of it arriving at once.
Okay.
But as you get to the nice studio, you see a beautiful oil painting. It is what would be considered, at least to the naked eye, as something that should be in a museum. It is exquisite. In fact, the more you look at it, it almost seems to like evoke an emotion in you. You see the rolling countryside and a large tree overlooking like these hills. And around the tree, there's a toadstool ring that seems to like glitter in the light.
Can I'm gonna go up and like get a closer look at it and just see if there's anything that would like hidden like symbols or messages, anything that looks weird or out of place. Very intrigued by the fairy circle. Just like anything about it that seems off.
Looking at the fairy circle, let's see about making our first check. So in Vaesen, this is a D6 dice pool system. Players will make their dice pool by adding their attributes and skills, if they have any kind of items to help them, and if they get aid from another player. If that does happen, though, the other player providing aid can put themselves in the line of fire, so to speak. You are what I would consider this would be I would say investigation a little bit to see. So logic and investigation
Okay,
to
so-
build that dice pool.
So just logic. And this is, I'm counting the number of sixes. I'm not adding anything, right?
Yep, not adding, just how many sixes. 1 6 is
Okay.
all you need.
I did get 1 6.
There you go. You peer closer at the painting itself and like closer to the toadstool ring. And what's strange is that there is a 3D effect in the painting itself. It looks as though the painter has somehow added some sort of spore to the paint, as it seems to be almost growing.
Huh. Are the two of you seeing this?
Is it visible from a slightly further distance away?
It is visible. It's quite strange. Most oil paintings don't shimmer. And this one, it very much is almost like a metallic light is coming off of these mushrooms.
Well, that's a mighty disconcerting. Paint shouldn't glow.
Would I know from owning an antique shop and coming across like a lot of pieces of art, like what like material might have done this or like given this effect?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I would say a learning logic.
Oh, I think that's the best thing I do. It is.
Yeah.
I'm actually short 1d6, so I will be re-rolling one of these. Oh my god. That is 1 6.
1 6 is all you need.
Thank God.
As you kind of start racking your brain of what could possibly do it, there are different kinds of alchemical reagents, but this seems otherworldly. This doesn't seem like anything that you would normally add to paint. It doesn't seem like it could be metal, but nothing provides that glow. You would know from your reading of different creatures and animals that have a bioluminescence that kind of glow in certain light, but those kind of creatures are nowhere near Ireland for the most part.
Yeah.
How he would have been able to get his hands on it and to keep the glowing happen in the travel time would be nothing short of a miracle. But
alright, I'll relay that.
Seems Vaesen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Oisin will say, Nisha lad, you got your fancy book learning, but did I ever tell you why I got picked up by the Apollonian Society?
Can't say that I know.
Well, let's see if I can show you. He will walk up and he'll touch the painting. So, as an occultist, the skill that I have taken is medium.
The antiquities dealer in Misha dies a little inside as you touch it.
The socialite in me also dies a little bit.
He's not gonna like paw the painting. He's gonna he's gonna touch the frame of it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
As an occultist, the skill that I took was medium. I can roll observation to perform a seance where I predict the people's futures and contact the dead. He also has a little glass orb. I have a crystal ball in my pocket that allows me to add my observation roll. Plus one to my observation rolls, and he'll put it to his eye, and he will attempt to contact the spirits, and he will ask, and he will say, "Spirits, fae, fair folk, and what a day! You can only speak the truth in the presence of mortals. Tell me, what created this painting. And I would, if possible, like to roll to see if the spirits can tell me what did this.
Go ahead. So that would be observation and empathy.
Grand with the crystal ball, it's a +1 if I'm not mistaken. Cool, so that's 6. So not a great chance, but we'll see how this goes.
Love that sound.
1 6.
1 is all you need. So with a 6, you touch the painting and your heartbeat begins to race. It is almost as though you have been transported somewhere else. You know yourself from your experiences and your knowledge of the fair folk that you have not physically transferred. It is more of your mental seeing back. You watch as it looks as though the sun is setting and the light is streaming in these beautiful, large bay windows. A messy artist, looks like they have not changed their clothes in like 3 or 4 days. There's paint smattering and spattering all over them. Hair is ruly, and paint again is caught through it. Some of it is sticking out because paint clumps have somehow gotten it to work almost like a hair gel. And you see him just adding these little touches and then just shaking his head, no, no, no. And then you see a fine hand gently caress his shoulder. And you see the lower half of a woman's face. Long black hair, pale, pale skin. And she whispers in his ear and says, "What if you add a little bit of this?" And then you're just snapped right back into your body.
And it'll come back. He'll come back almost like a physical force, and he'll close the eye that he had held the crystal ball to, and he'll say, slipping back into an older time. He'll say, "Rot, Malaktan Amadan Erm," and he'll rub at his eye, and he'll say, there was somebody in here with him when he disappeared, a woman who was influencing him. Oh, that's nasty. He'll say as he rubs at his eye, "It just never feel quite right after I do that."
You're all right.
Aye, just takes a little toll, that's all. Not as strong as I used to be.
Ava, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I forgot I muted both sides. The butler should be here soon. Do you want to sit down for a bit while we continue looking around?
Yes, I think that'll do me well. But she was, but the lady, she was fierce, beautiful. So she was, and she was whispering in his ear as he painted. Would I know what she was at a glance from the vision, or would I have to roll to try and figure it out?
This would be a roll to figure it out. So, let's see. Yes, so I think this would be under learning. So learning and logic.
2, 5. Amazing. No successes. He's too distracted by the pain in his eye, and he'll say, "Oh, I know what she is, and it's on the tip of my tongue, but after scrambling me old head."
What's strange is it's almost the further away you are from the vision that you just had, the fainter and fainter her face becomes.
Well, at least we know we're looking for a, someone or something that looks like a beautiful woman.
That narrows it down quite a bit.
I mean, I know beautiful women. Let me see if I can find something. Laga, please give him some. Please be sympathetic to him, and Laga will go over and like sit by you, and you can pet her. She will permit pets.
I kind of look at Delphia like, can I also pet her?
You can also pet Laga.
He'll make little cooing noises as he pets.
Immediately gets like, oh, you're a good one. Just like
Laga kind of has a look of like, you don't have to be cooing, but I will accept the pets. And I think while they're doing that, Delphia is going to. She wants to investigate or observe the room, and in specific, she knows new stuff. She's a new wealthy, so she's not going to pay attention to that. But she wants to find things that stick out from the new. So anything that looks weirdly old, or something that is a little bit otherworldly.
Yeah, so go ahead and to search a room, that would be investigation logic.
Logic is 4. All right, 1-6.
With 1-6, that's all you need. There's actually something that does stick out to you. The kind of clattered to the floor near the easel with the painting on it is what looks like a strange palette. It appears to be made of a very old wood, and the paints on it shimmer in the same quality and the same glow that the painting does. That definitely is hard to come by, and stranger yet, all of them are perfectly usable. They have not dried out at all. They literally, you could just swoop a paintbrush and start painting, and it's been out for hours.
Is there any... Does the palette have any insignia or name attached to it?
Yes. There is a Triskelion that is engraved into it. And to describe the Triskelion, it is a 3 interlocking spirals radiating from a center point. I can share an image of that for you guys. But you see this Triskelion that has been etched into the wood, and it also appears to glow, like in this like pulsating look.
Well. Isn't that a curiosity? This paint has not dried on the palette. There is this logo, and she'll bring the palette over for them to look at.
Yeah.
Looks to be the same paint, but it hasn't dried out yet.
Is there like a desk in the room? Are there anywhere where he would have like been taking notes, or is that something more that he would have done somewhere else?
That is more something that probably would be located into the bedroom. And I think this is like where the camera kind of shifts and like roams through the hallways until we get to Lord William's bedroom. What is there anything you're looking for in particular, or are you just kind of scanning the room?
Journal. Need I'm looking for a book. I'm looking for anything you would have written in.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay. So that's already logic at 5. Investigation's at 3.
Very
1,
nice.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm rolling 5 first. 6, 7, 8. You better work. I got one, and one fell on the floor, and I can't see it very well. But I got a single 6.
1 6 is all you need. You scan the room, Mahoon, and there's some interesting things you find. A variety of books. There is a journal that is on the bedside table, and you also see basically on every tabletop that has space is an open book. Like just like a sea of books. All of them look to be old texts. Looks to be mostly history of Ireland, Irish folklore, a variety of options. It seems like whatever that the Lord was researching something.
What page is it open to? One of these?
The page that at least that you're like skimming through, like of seeing like a connection between the books, is that a lot of them are on releasing Fae from the other side.
Looks like a young man had a problem.
A very big problem with Fae, yeah. God, nearly every book here talks about it. Okay. Is there anything else in the room that piques of interest?
Other things of note. Actually, go ahead and for this, I think that I'm gonna ask for a vigilance roll in here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That is 1 6.
That is all you need.
Okay.
As you're kind of scanning the room and trying to see if there's anything that kind of peeks out at you, you see a strange movement within the drapes of the room. They're like floor to ceiling drapes. They're like very big and velvety, but you just see it like wiggle as though something moved behind it.
Are the windows open? Like, is it a fully closed drape, or is it like slightly open enough to see a window?
They're slightly open, like it lets the light in, but it's more for like decorative purposes. It's not closed completely.
Okay. Yeah, I think Imogen will just very carefully like peel back behind the drape to see if what's there.
As you peel back the drape, it is quite interesting.
Oh no. I don't like that.
You see a little tiny creature.
I take it back. I really like that.
They are wearing a like little tiny outfit. They look rather grumpy, and just overall look as though they are pulling out a needle to try and go and stab you with it. They look
Okay.
very protective of the room. If you would like to try and figure out what this is, go ahead and give me a learning check. This would be logic and learning.
Oh, easy money. Okay. Cool. That is 1-6.
With 1-6, this is a brownie. They can be kind creatures. They're incredibly protective of their households and will defend it to their very end. They usually try and keep things tidy, and they're very attached to those that live in their homes.
Yeah, I think Imogen like clocks it and it's like, oh, hi. I don't mean any harm. And like she puts her hands up and everything. It's like, I don't have anything on me to hurt you. We're just looking for someone.
You see this brownie just like gets like tries to look all big, and keep in mind they're probably like this size, teeny tiny, maybe the size of an iPhone.
What's an iPhone?
What's an iPhone?
What's an iPhone? Sorry. One more time.
I would say, what is for the time? What is for the time?
Like a playing card. Like that's the
Playing
most like.
card. That's a good one. The size of a playing card. She tries to look really big and tough, and she's gonna say, "What are you looking at? I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, I'm just trying to protect my home, and I was called in here because my master's an idiot, and I'm doing the best I can with what little I got. And then these random people are coming in, and that's after I told the guy not to bring that other lady in, but here he goes, bringing the other lady in."
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Other lady.
Yeah, the mean lady. I don't like her.
What did this lady look like?
Oh, well, you see the brownie just kind of forgetting they should be protecting the house, and now they are invited with a question. You've stumbled into a brain flow where they have forgotten what they need to do, at least for the moment. Yeah, there's this real mean lady, and she just said that she could help him and make him a new great artist. And I said that he didn't need that. He had me, and that's all he needed. He only needed me. And he said, no, I gotta help go find my friend, and she might know where my friend is. And so I said, that's a bad idea. And guess what? You can't find him no more, can you?
Was his
Does
friend
this
also
woman have a
missing?
name?
Oh, yeah. What was his name? Oh, yeah. Colin, yeah.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not falling for that one. That's a good try. They tried that on me last time, and then I got stuck in this mushroom circle, and that was a bad idea.
We don't have that. I don't think we have that ability.
What would you like me to call you?
Hey, you can call me Trinket.
Oh, it's a lovely name.
Was this woman like you?
No, I am amazing. You kidding me?
Let me rephrase. Is she like a sheep?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we don't really include her. She is a little angry, okay? And I get it, but nah, she's just too mean.
She mentioned boy?
Yeah. She doesn't like the people here. I get it.
In fairness, does she have few reasons to like?
Oh, we're not there.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. We're in a different room.
I do like to imagine you just teleport and just scare everyone.
Like,
I'd like to remind people it is 2 a.m. for me. I'm
Yeah.
after sleep. I'll mute myself again.
I feel like as the brownie is talking to you, you see her kind of begin like tidying the place up as kind of going through where Oshin had like moved things out of place. She just is like, why is that out of place? And she just starts pushing over
Mhm.
the portrait to the right spot. And she's probably like walking and talking with you. If you'd like, you can absolutely grab any of the books in here or the journals if those are things you would like to take with you.
Journal, and I'm finding
definitely
the
journals.
first journal book, finding the last tabbed entry, and finding the last written entry in that journal. Last
Alright.
tabbed entry in a book. Whatever is
Okay.
dog-eared.
Perfect. As she's just kind of walking through the hallways, talking about how this was her human, and that this lady had no right taking her human. It was her human. You look through the book, the journal, and the last entry, and there's one that it seems to keep going back to that is the most dog-eared, and it is actually a old envelope is the bookmark for it. You see a letter from Colin to William saying that the land of Ireland is beautiful, is a wonderful place to be in. You'll never guess who I met, and it describes this beautiful woman that has taught him so many new and beautiful things, and that if he wants to become the artist that Colin knows that he can be, he should come here too. And as you kind of flip through these journal entries, you read more and more of where's Colin? Like, I haven't heard from him in a few weeks. And just going, and then finally the last entry is dated to about a week ago, saying, I think I found who took Colin. I'm gonna save him.
This is what about this thing? Would I happen to know? I as a little guy above table know exactly what this is. Can I figure out what the heck this is just by reading what this is?
So, go ahead and roll a learning and logic.
Cool. My logic is 5, and my learning is, oh boy, I can't read. Learning is, so I just have 5. 1, 2, 3, please. 4, 5. Because you treat me so well. Actually, wait. I'm gonna use my nice dice. I'm gonna use my pretty dice actually on this one. Because, God, I got 2 6s.
2 6s. You have an idea of what this is. This is definitely a she. A faithful. This is a land and she. This is a creature of mythology. You would have read about it. It is something that probably is warned about in most homes, especially if you are from an Irish family. It is beware of the land and she. And these creatures, usually of young women, are often drawn to artistic individuals. They feed off of them. They feed off the artistic energy until there's nothing left. But at the end of it, there are beautiful works of art, there is things to be had, and then they move to the next person, and so on and so forth. Now, at least from what you understand, they more so are gravitated towards people and artworks that they like. This seems very deliberate, more deliberate than what you would expect from this kind of a creature. And I think it's at this point where the brownies kind of led you back to the other group. As William, not seeing the brownie at all, you see the brownie like quickly has to dodge between feet. And now Nisha, Delphia, and Oshin, you also see a very little creature walking out, full bluster, fixing things in the room, jabbering on about how someone took her human. And as the butler sets the tray, she kind of sits on one of the edges of the teacups, picks up a little one of the biscuits, and just like dunks it in a cup that the butler begins to pour. She just kind of like sits where the handle of the teacup is, so she's not getting her little feet in it, but she's just kind of perfectly sat like a little lounge chair with her giant biscuit.
Oh my god.
And kind of waits for the butler to go, and she kind of gives like a little hand wave. And then kind of kicks her little feet as she's eating the biscuit, unaware of that you are all in the room.
I love her.
I'm so madly in love with her. She's the cutest thing ever.
Is James gone?
Yes, James is out of the room now.
Okay.
He quickly left the tea and then is mumbling of, write a note, must write a note, must write a note as he leaves.
And who's this little one?
You see her jump out of her skin, almost fall into the teacup, and then
Sorry.
scramble up towards the edge. Oh God, hi, geez, there's so many people here. Oh, goodness.
Friends.
Yeah, they're all friends.
We're trying to help get him back.
Oh, you're gonna go get little Willie.
We're going to try.
Yeah.
Oh, Willie's my best friend. We've been together forever, okay? Yeah. He and me, we just like peanut butter and jelly.
And he can see you.
Oh yeah, he can see me.
Okay.
Best friend.
I'm wondering if the other artists are Thursday's children as well.
Well, I
Could be
don't
made
know.
one.
Could be. Dunk.
So what did you all, besides our new brownie? Yeah, called brownies, okay. The small folk from back home, but what did you all discover in your section?
Then and she,
Hmm.
a
That
cake
would,
artist.
that would explain the woman in my vision.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll relay everything we found in the studio. So I guess the next thing then is to find out where they take these people.
There's no
Yes.
dust in the. There's no dust in the room, right?
Yeah, GM, would we have seen that in the studio at all? Any dust?
There was no dust.
Okay.
Oshin will turn to the brownie and he'll crouch down and he'll real quietly. Are there any fairy rings or fairy forts around the town?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch. They've been building them, you know. Dunk.
Building them, making new
Yeah,
ones.
they're planting them. They found a way to plant them. Kind of strange, if you ask me.
The fairies are, or the people.
Well, see, that's where it gets a little bit difficult because I'm stuck in here. But from
Right.
what I heard from Willie is that he saw that the lady gave the seeds to the kids, and it was really spores. But you know, kids don't know the difference between a spore and a seed. It's fine.
That's
And
bad.
they had the lady had the kids just plant the mushrooms, and the kids they don't know what they're doing, unfortunately. But hey, they came out on the other side, so everything's fine. But yeah, some people have been walking in there. Most have made it out, you know. It's fine.
The most is the part that I'm worried about there, friend.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem. Dip.
Crunch.
Do you know anything about where the other ones go?
The other side.
Right, where would we find that?
Through the totes
rig.
ring. That's what we just said. Did he
Okay.
hear me?
No, I'm sorry. Right. I guess.
What did you find?
Who to
What did you find?
us? Yeah, I would have told you everything about the paint.
I'll just show you the palette.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor kid made a fairy ring in his house.
Oh.
Well, if it's still there, then
Wait, in the painting, you mean?
It's in the painting.
we could, in theory, we could.
Oh dear.
Should
I mean,
we
it's not
do
the
that?
best idea.
That's what I'm-
by any means.
In theory, we could also take ourselves to the cliffs. We could also do something else incredibly dangerous.
Yeah. I don't really see there being an option in which we don't do something dangerous.
Right. I mean, this is what they hired us for.
Yes.
I just don't want to walk into a trap.
You need bait.
Well, my artistic skills are lacking, so
I bring out the fiddle.
I just like slowly lift up the pen. I'm like, there's two artists here in a way.
Two for the price of one. She's gonna be so excited. She says this very sarcastically as she does her biscuit.
Real quick question, GM above table. Where was the painting and the ash found initially from the as soon as it was discovered he was missing?
There was a path of ash, basically, leading basically. So, where the other ones had like a pile of ash, like a very large, this had like a line of ash, like not enough to be like you can still find the person, but it leading to the painting.
My dear Brownie, we were informed that there is ash where the paintings have been, or the artwork of the people who have gone missing, and there was a trail for your friend William. Was the ash already cleaned up, or do you know if the ash is related to the rings?
I don't know if they're related to the rings, but something happened and I can't get into that room no more.
You mean you physically can't, or the door's been locked?
Oh well, I tried to get through the door and I kept bouncing in the air. I just would go boing.
Oh.
Then I was stuck outside.
Someone's revoked your invitation.
I mean, Willie was a little upset when I told him it was a dumb idea to go invite a fairy into your house. But you know, Willie's Willie.
Trinket was it?
Yes, I'm Trinket.
Do you understand the irony of telling someone not to invite a fairy into their house while you're living in their house?
I'm special.
She is a more house-centered fae, so I think she is a bit more allowed.
I'm just making sure we're all aware of what's happening here.
Oh yes, the irony is not lost.
When Willie was a little kid, he was in New York, and he found me, and I snuck into his pocket, and now we're here.
Oh my God.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
It's just
no one-
completely. It's just completely, truly ironic.
Yeah, one might say no one opens the door for a native New Yorker, but that's just me above table saying that as a native New Yorker.
Same.
So you're a Mediocre. Okay, a bit.
I was wondering about the
Yeah, I'm not from here, but
alright,
it's
well-
beautiful here. It's still rainy, though.
yes.
I wish we'd go somewhere warm, but he says it's pretty. There's pretty warm places, too.
There
I
are
have missed.
pretty warm places.
But I like being near family. It's nice. You just go in the toadstool, walk a while, get back, back and forth.
All right. Well, don't you worry, little one. We're gonna find your friend one way or another.
Yeah.
I suppose we're all walking into a painting then.
Yeah.
If you make it so I can go through the door, I could show you around on the other side.
Ooh, how would we do that?
I look right at Oshin.
Like, hey.
I mean, I'm a very welcoming person, but I don't know if I have the authority to welcome you in someone else's home.
Only someone who lives in a home has the permission to grant access to it. We could probably have the butler do it, assuming he'd come back.
Well, he can't. James can't see you, can he, Trinket?
I've been asking that myself, but sometimes it feels like he just stares right into my eyes, and then I think that he's ignoring me a little bit. And my camera got all messed up. 1 second for a moment, guys. Some pixie magic.
It's the pet gremlins.
I do love Trinket's accent. This is
everything I could have.
I was very confused for a moment. It's like, this is not an Irish accent, is it? Unless I'm missing something.
It's very specific dialect. You wouldn't know of it.
The wild Yarroster.
Just famous American sounding Irish from Donegal.
He is an immigrant to Ireland from America.
Yeah.
He just stole a ride up.
This is fair.
Boy.
So
Just cut a ride back, that's all.
Yep, exactly.
So you think James can see you, but you don't know?
I don't know. I think he's a little bit in denial.
Yeah.
He does seem to be that type.
That
He
will
is
happen.
avoiding letting the masters of the home know that their son is missing, so...
Right.
I start tuning my fiddle a little bit.
Well, yeah, I would love for you to be able to come with us, Trinket. I could try to talk to him.
Okay. I think
Or we
that
both
sounds
could.
like a good idea. Hey, Mr. Butler, sir.
Does he seem to be reacting to that at all?
You hear like a jumble of like a falling over of something as
Yeah, I would reckon he's one of us. Do you want to come talk to him with me?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
talk
love
to him, and she
talking to
starts
this man.
pulling her sleeves up.
Yeah, and I'll like offer my hand if she wants to step on.
Yeah, she'll jump right up there.
Put her on my shoulder. And I'll go find James.
I'll
This
go
makes
with you.
sense. Every butler I've ever met has been, if you pay them enough, they'll ignore anything.
Yeah. Now let's try not to scare him, but
Are you sure we cannot scare a little tiny bit?
well, he's probably going to be scared regardless. It's not a great situation, but I mean, we've got to. I was about to make a modern reference that wouldn't of something that hasn't been invented yet, so ignore me.
I think that man is very afraid of getting arrested.
Right, but that's why we're here. So let's we'll go find him.
Yes. Laga, you stay guard.
As Laga just gives the nod and the little shrug of at attention.
I'm not convinced the dog isn't Faye.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
The very fun thing is that she is named after La Garu, which is werewolf, so who knows?
Yeah.
You find the butler, and it seems like the butler is trying to so focus on the paper, not paying attention to you.
Pardon me, James.
I'm sorry, sir. Is there something I can?
Yeah, my friend here was just wondering if you could let her into the studio.
What? I did let her in.
Right, I'm talking about this one here.
You see him just like blink, and just like kind of go and look in the teacup to see what was in the teacup, and then
let me try. James. May I call you James? Can I sit here real quick next to you?
That's all we've been calling him.
yes, madam.
Just making sure. She's going to take James's hand in hers and just like give like a soft pat on the top of it and look him in the eyes. It's been a very tough day so far, hasn't it, James?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Please, Delphia. Call me Delphia.
Sophia.
Yes. I had a family member very similar to you. There was a moment in my life where it is only by the grace of God that I was not taken by a ghost so many years ago. And the one who found me was just in shambles, truly just shocked, almost too stunned to speak, feeling like you could not do anything, almost like a failure to not be able to protect someone so close to you, someone you cared for so much. But you know what is the thing that was able to help him move past that? Is knowing that the one he cared for is loved and cherished so much that people will move heaven and earth to ensure their safety. We are trying to do that now, James. And we have someone who also cares for William, who is willing to do just as much. But for us to be able to help him, we need to be able to help her get to a location that we think William may be in. But for that, she needs permission. And you are a resident of the home. So we would like for you to help us, help Trinket, bring William home.
And we know you can see her.
Shh. Let me work the magic.
He blinks. Go ahead and roll a manipulation check for me.
Alrighty. And I have... What does the gentleman say for that? I think it's advantage. Is it? Oh, ignore penalties. Got it. And you said manipulation?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 2. And then, let's see.
There's so many dice.
It's one of my skills. 2 6s.
That's a success. He tears up and just says, I've known William since he was a lad, and at first I told him not to come back. But I was just angry.
People get angry. Don't let that memory, that feeling of guilt push you so far down that you are not able to get yourself out.
And he looks over to Trinket and says, You're welcome in the house. Everywhere you want to go, you can go. And then she just puts her little hands on your hips and says, Thank you for that. And thank you for getting me the nice biscuits. I know you get me the nice biscuits. You always set out the good ones when I'm around. You are free to enter the toadstool ring in the painting. And it's at this point where, one, we have gotten a $25 donation of 5 treats. These can be used as extra dice in a roll as you enter the toadstool ring. and we will be going to break. So we will see you all in 10 minutes to find out how these lovely investigators make it out of the toadstool ring in the painting. See you guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vaesen, the Muse of Galway. We are raising money tonight for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They are a wonderful charity that raises money to grant children with critical illnesses their wishes. As a former Wish kid myself, it is life-changing for these kids. And you can just make them feel like a kid for a day. They don't have to worry about their medical issues. They can actually just be themselves. And it is a real gift that this charity does. If you would like to donate to Make-A-Wish, you can do so via the link as well as the QR code on stream. And a fun little twist is that if you want to affect the game, donations are a great way to do that. You can spend $5 to give the players a treat. This is a way that it helps benefit them. It can be an extra dice, an ally coming in the nick of time, anything like that. You can also donate to give them a trick. These are ways that can hinder the players and help the what we have discovered now as the lead and she get away with things. So we begin back to the manor. You are able to get Trinket to lead her way into the painting. She makes sure everyone is holding hands so no one gets lost, because she will say that this circle is unstable. It is not quite yet finished, and so as such, you need to be careful how long you stay here, or you might just get stuck in the painting. Just a little food for thought. As you step through the painting, as you like touch it with the intention of going somewhere else, it's very much like the scene of Wizard of Oz, where everything becomes technicolor, everything is brighter, richer, the sounds are more like these bell tones that just seem to kind of ring in the distance. The birds chirping are melodious in nature. The ground is made of rich greens and brown dirt and these beautiful mushrooms encircling you all. You're on the other side. You're on the world of the Fae. A dangerous place that, if you're not careful, you could get stuck forever. Mehun?
I think as everything changes around everyone else, you see that Mahun's lined trench is no longer a trench, and it is instead a silky coat. He himself is not one.
You see this beautiful fur, looked almost like a satin, smooth, speckled with white and brown. And it kind of shimmers in the light, like as though little droplets of water are still attached.
Where'd that come from?
And you just see him grab at his wedding ring.
Yeah, it just backs off of that immediately.
Delphia will not. So,
One problem
was
at a
that
time.
willingly given, or?
She gave him-
It's
I would say apologies for that, but because my business is dealing with making sure that my women are okay when they're doing their work, I'm a bit concerned about that. Force of habit.
She gave it to me at first. And I've been catching her going out to the water more and more. I'm nervous. We have kids.
Oh, okay, right. Well, that is something that can be dealt with another time. We do have a job to do.
Me too.
Right.
Thank you for my nosiness. I am quite satisfied with that.
One problem at a time. Who needs a refresher on the rules of the Fae? of the Fae?
Sure.
Yeah, that never hurts.
So as he understands it, or as he was taught by his mother growing up in an attempt to keep the old ways alive. So his understanding of the rules of the Fae he says, never eat any food or drink that can bind you here. Never give your name to anything or anyone. Speak plainly and do not lie. No iron past the portal. There's actually one more, and I can't think of it right now.
We'll probably be fine.
No
We'll be
food
so
or,
fine.
yeah, no food or drink, no lying, no iron, no. Oh Lord. Oh,
Be
we'll
very,
fine.
very specific on types of requests that you have, because they can't
Oh,
around.
no, never say thank you. That implies a debt has been incurred. Never say thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd forget that one, but hey.
Yeah, I know I would have.
Do the Fae understand the concept of saying appreciated? Or is it essentially anything implying?
Anything
gratitude?
implying you owe that Fae a debt is to be avoided because they will collect.
Be blunt, be honest, but not rude.
Yes.
Easy for me.
It's not too hard, but don't get lost on the path. Don't put your fingers in other person's pies, and you don't steal their stuff, and make sure that if you're gonna do something, you do it right, and you do it right the first time. You don't get a second chance. So
I get one tune my little fiddle.
she flicks out from her little pocket a little sized map of the Fae that she has marked with some sort of crayon material. You see a big tree on this little gum wrapper of paper.
Oh my God.
And you see that at the end of the road is a bigger tree that says pub. That's where she is, I think. I've been trying to look for her. She knows to hide from me.
You've given her trouble before.
Well, she just kind of sturdies herself up. I will have you know I am very strong, and
Of course.
And, she may have booted me into another place, but I made it out on top.
And hey,
Didn't
I
doubt you
believe
for a second, little one.
Yeah, and she's gonna be scared of me when I come up to her. I'm just gonna give it the 1-2, and you guys are gonna be behind me to make sure she doesn't drop kick me right into the
We'll be giving her the 3-4. Speaking of, do we have anything? I know you said no iron, but what about a weapon? Something we could use?
Oisin is carrying a knife, which circumvents the rules by being steel, and the Fae draw a very distinct line between those two things. So Oisin is armed. He's not very good with it. He is very noticeably not a strong man, but he is carrying a knife.
Right. I mean, ideally this won't devolve into anything violent, but we'll do what we have to do to get these kids home.
Also, we have 4 more treats. Thank you, Paomyth. I am so sorry if I butchered your name.
Oh, that's my partner. That's Paomyth.
For donating.
Thank you.
We are halfway to our $200 goal. We have made it. We are close to 150. At 150, we summon the cats.
I could do the funniest thing right now.
Do it.
Do it.
Keep going.
I want to see them.
Speaking of the lead, one of my items is a revolver. What type of bullets do I have?
That depends. Here, I think that Delphia, with your resources being so high, can you give me a resource roll to see if you have anything that on you that might help in this situation?
Yes. So I have 4 in resource. Do I just roll 1 or do I roll 4?
So you roll 4 dice and tell me how many successes you get.
Got it. 2.
All right. So I will leave this up to you. If you would like to have a cold iron bullets, you could have that if you really require it. It is very dangerous to have that. You could also have weapons that don't have iron at all. I will leave that up to your discretion. But basically you have 2 successes, meaning if you get in a sticky situation, just tell me you're spending your resources and how you prepared to get out of it. And you also have treats now. We have 9 treats that we can add to rolls. You can also use them to get out of sticky situations. So, back into it. Yep.
I think she'll have silver bullets because it's like all-encompassing. Like, I think a lot of things get hurt by silver. We'll just go with silver.
Especially when they're bullet-shaped.
Yes.
Amazing. Are you heading down the path? You're tuning. Mahoon is tuning the fiddle. What is Imogen doing?
Oh Lord. So Imogen does have a rapier. Do I remember exactly what a rapier is made out of? No. You know,
Usually not iron.
usually not iron. That's great. That's perfect.
More
for me.
lightweight.
It's lightweight. She's you know, self-defense really is just to kind of have something to learn.
Oh my goodness. We just got our 255 more treats.
55
All right.
whole U.S. American dollars.
Guys, we're gonna summon the cats.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was gonna be that soon. I was doing it for a good cause, but also let me be clear.
Give me the baby.
You guys continue as I summon the cats. They are asleep.
Oh, the cuties. Okay. Yeah. No. Imogen, I think just has her rapier out and ready to go. I think her journal's kind of like, I guess, and I don't know, time-wise if that would be possible. I think she has like the weird like strap thing that holds her journal, to her side.
Yeah, Caleb Widowgast.
Thank you. And she kind of just like is very, very much keeping her eye on it.
Yeah. GM, I didn't say put down any weapon for Nisha, but do you think it would make sense if I had a small like knife or pistol or something?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Nice.
Boy owns an antique store. I don't
He
know.
owns an antique store and he's got to have something.
Yeah.
So rather than wielding a weapon in this instance, Ushin is very oddly carrying a small pouch. Instead, the knife has remained sheathted, and he has instead taken a pouch from his belt that he's kind of clutched to his chest. We'll see if that comes in useful later.
Pocket sand.
Mr.
More or less, yes. That's actually pretty much exactly what it is.
Smoke bomb.
I see the vision.
I have my fiddle, and I also have my guns with bullets in them already loaded. They are. I don't think they're iron, which is lucky enough. I think they're just steel. I think it's a good gun.
All right, so you guys are armed with plenty of weapons. I am being handed a cat. Hold on.
Oh,
The cat has been summoned. This
Beautiful.
is she is
Oh, hi, kitty.
a sweet little kitty. They'll probably come up later. They're all napping right now, but we'll call them up once more later. They're sweet little babies. But as you guys head down the path, you will completely see this large tree. It is lit with a bunch of different lanterns. You see there are a bunch of different magical incantations carved into the tree via runes. The door is actually completely open, allowing anyone to enter in the form of hospitality.
I'm going to start playing that bucket. I'm not walking into there.
I feel like this is like an unskippable
Cutscene.
cutscene. I feel like we gotta walk in. I think Imogen's gonna walk in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
The cutscene does begin to play.
Yeah.
You see that there are a bunch of creatures in here. You see there are some Kusi dogs that are guarding the door. There is some pixies that seem to be sitting, drinking these little thimbles of honey that at tables that are hanging from branches within the treetop. There are other fae folk that, yes, we did hit the goal of $200. Someone asked in the chat. Thank you so much, DJ. And we see there are pixies, redcaps, leprechauns, all kind of sitting around, listening to the music that is being played inside. And you see, sitting in a corner, her eyes shut, singing the most alluring and melodious song in the style of Sean Nos. A woman, slender, pale in color. She has bright red lips, black hair. Her eyes, you can see her eyelashes just flick up very gracefully as she finishes her song and looks at you all, kind of nodding to the accompaniment next to her to keep playing as she starts to approach.
You're just gonna drop red caps in there as if that's not horrifying. O'Sheen will get very tense as she approaches, and he'll grip his little bag of mystery even tighter. But he's not a very charismatic man, so he's not going to take the lead here. He's just going to have his little pouch ready.
Hello, ma'am.
Welcome. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I think you're all rather new. Just stumble on in.
We're looking for someone.
Oh my, there might be someone. You could always wait around a while. Sit, enjoy the company, have a drink.
No.
We're in a bit of a
Things
rush.
to do.
A couple of someones, actually.
Couple of someones. Oh. I mean, there are many travelers that come on through these roads.
Travelers is a generous word.
That's what I like to think of them.
We're looking more specifically for ones that you might have brought here, miss.
Oh. Well, I don't usually bring travelers home. And thank you for the raid, Fusca. Welcome in. We are playing a game, Vaesen, a actual play, the Muse of Galway. In this Vaesen RPG, we are raising money for Make-A-Wish. Thank you so much for the raid. We are currently in the middle of facing Alina and she in her lair in Edwardian, late Victorian era, Edwardian era Ireland. But as they start to look at you and peer at you, and she says, I don't usually bring folks home unless they mean an awful lot to me. If by chance, if you know their name, I might be able to help you.
I kind of look at Mahoon and O'Sheen like, can we say that other people's names? Is that?
Yes, but she would already have his name, so which is probably how she lured him here. So the character, she will say it's probably safe to give his name. That's likely if she's who we're looking for. That's how she lured him here.
Right. We're looking for William and Colin
Oh, William and Cullen. Oh, Cullen, unfortunately, the lad is no longer with us. A beautiful soul. Beautiful writer and painter at that. You know, I could hand you one of his novels. I think you might rather like it, dear. And she looks over at Imogen.
I'm so normal and fine, and this is a great game that we're playing. Game with friends, guys. Game with friends. What do you mean, no longer with us?
Oh, well, unfortunately, I think you prefer to be called humans. They don't last long. Their time is up before it should be. But the work that the young lord created will live on far past the years that he was here.
And William, then, is he around?
Oh, Willie! And you see that growing out of the tree, you see William, like almost like encased in it.
Oop.
I think he's a little caught up at the moment. It is a little, one to plant his roots, if you know what I mean.
Well, his parents are going to be awful worried about him when they get home, so I
maybe
think...
they just had to move then.
What?
Be a shame.
I think it'd be best if William came back home.
Oh
There's
my!
There's a tree like this where they built their home, wasn't there? There was, at least.
Oh, there was. There was. The kind folk around knew to respect my tree. They didn't.
Who else to pal it?
You see there's a darkness in her eyes when she looks at that. At just like looking like past you, like thinking of the palette. You see her eyes kind of like go into this dark color. And she says, yes, they believed that the best idea for a home was a plank of wood.
What about the others? We were told many people had disappeared. What did they do to earn your ire?
No, well, they got... I think that my friend said that the prices were too high. And, well, they were bringing me things. And then they stopped bringing things no more. And I couldn't let that happen. No. The friend of the Fae folk. They will be protected.
So their only crime was that they no longer paid you homage.
Oh, no. They weren't the one that suffered. Their landlords were. They would have been able to give me the proper regard had the landlords not made things so expensive that they couldn't pay for anything. They could barely grow the potatoes that they could to survive. I wouldn't take that from them, no. I only take from those that take from others.
And why not take his parents?
Well, you see, they were smart enough, and she says this with a very poisonous tone, to call your sweet little Apollonian Society. I'm guessing that's why you're here. You asked so many questions.
Just trying to get a full picture of what's going on.
You see, they'd rather ignore the cries of their son suffering for missing his friend and just say, leave him behind. I don't think that's a good idea.
So you thought taking him would be a better one?
Isn't that how it always goes? The sins of the father, the child must pay. That is
I almost was gonna let this one go until he tried to trap me in some sort of stupid little trap, but it didn't work. He thought painting a toadstool in a painting that I would try and enter it. Oh, that was adorable.
You want the home again?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You want your home again?
Yes. I want my home. And my friends' homes. But starting with mine would be nice.
Well, the boy might be a fool. Being a fool is not a death sentence.
No. Being a fool isn't a death sentence. But it does send a message. Unless you have a way to help me. Another message.
You could leave. The world is vast now, closer than ever before. There are other trees and other lands. Nothing ties you to this place.
Her eyes narrow. Is that what you thought? That happened to you? Because the way I saw it, I saw some retribution on your side. Don't think I don't know. What was his name?
Don't quite recall, if I'm being perfectly honest. Don't much care either. I know my sins. I bear them, and I don't make other people pay for them in my place.
I see. How about this? Look, I just want the people around here to just be able to live their lives a little bit more freely. You saw what happened in town. They're hardly holding on out here, more leaving every day. The more that leave, the more that forget. And you know what they say about forgetting. What's forgotten, well, it's hard for it to live on. So how about this? You create me something. Something good. If it's good enough, I'll let the boy go.
And the others?
Oh, I think it's a bit late for them.
Okay. And to put all cards on the table, we do this, you let William go, and you don't take anyone else.
She looks a little miffed at that. And says, I will not take anyone else.
Is that a promise?
And you will let him go.
And I will let him go.
And we are also free to leave.
Yes. Just putting out all the terms.
Making sure to be specific.
And you're free to leave. And How about I add this little sprinkle on top? Being kind as all. The last group that they sent after me, you didn't think you were the first, did you? It's the reason they send the fresh ones out here.
Aha.
Typical.
Not surprising.
It's a kindness is a foreign concept to the Tuatha. There's no kindness in what you say, and you're skipping something. When we say no one gets taken, we don't mean just by you. You said, I will not take anyone. Nobody takes anyone.
Fine. Nobody takes anyone. And I'll sweeten the deal. And if I do feed, I won't take everything. Just enough. Earl's got to eat.
You mean from him or from?
Oh, no. You see, I think you've got me all wrong here. You know, I've, for the majority of my time on this wonderful place, I'm an inspiration of sorts, sure. When people stay around me too long, they cannot handle the amount of art and it just seeps out of them. And it's delicious. But for those that are kind to me, I give them enough inspiration to create something wonderful without making it their last piece. So that is what I add on top. That I will only take what I need. Nothing more, nothing less.
They're ready to fiddle.
These offerings that you mentioned before, what type of offerings were they?
Would you like to see?
She would like to see. I actually no. Before then, she'll look at Oshin real quick. It's like, is it okay to?
Yeah, you gotta like look for like the approval.
It's like,
It's like,
can we ask that?
It's okay.
Oshin will say, you offer this of your own free will and this does not incur a debt.
I simply want to show off what those who worked so hard for so little were able to give.
I asked a question and that is not an answer. Does you offering this incur a debt?
Fine, it don't incur no debt. So picky.
Thank you.
I was taught, my mother kept the old ways and she taught me the old ways. You're not speaking circles around me.
Fine one, she is.
So long as no debt is incurred.
No debt incurred, simply a look. Now if you take, that's a different story.
Okay. Simply understanding.
You see her go to the corner that she had previously been sitting at to sing, and she waves her hand. And you see, like, what looked like that was a knot in the wood itself begins to swirl into that Triskelion shape and open into a doorway. Going down a spiral staircase. It's grander than the museum in London, except this is different. These pieces were not stolen, they were given. You see these beautifully carved pipes with all the different gods of the Tuatha De Danann, and you see these shawls of wool that have been dyed in natural dyes and have been weaved in a way that you feel the warmth come off of it. There's statuettes, prayer cards to the Morrigan, You see a wood carving of a raven that seems to be almost alive. And there's just hundreds of them. All of these pieces of folk art, you see sheet music that is just scribbled notes of lyrics of a song. Not even the notes written, but she knows what they are. Because she remembers, she holds every single one of these things in her heart. No oil paintings, no landscapes. There's some visions of a landscape, but nothing of what you would find in a typical museum. This is her people.
When Ireland was green. Truly green.
It was a beautiful time.
Before the fields.
And for the suffering. You see her, just a tear roll down her cheek.
I can sympathize. I don't think I could ever truly be fully empathetic because I am not of your people. But I know of an island that had a history pretty similar to this one. And it was taken. People were forced to live there, being taken from their home. But they adapted, blended, and we were able to become something new. Try to keep with the old ways of the old island and the old motherland. Because that is just humanity. We have to adapt despite the cruelties. And so I hope that this land can do the same. I'm not an artisan in the traditional sense, but I can offer this with the rest of our trade. My craft is in words and of flesh. If you give me a symbol of a token of your people, I can craft it. I can carve it into one of my places of entertainment and have my girls make sure to offer prayer when they work. Some of them are from Ireland. They'll know those ways. I think that is simply fair if they are offering being muses to those who benefit from this cruelty. It's only fair that we offer something back.
Only if they actually follow it. I don't force belief.
I will let them know.
I'm a keeper of antiquities. Myself, I've got a few pieces from home, and I try to keep them as safe as I can. I've lived among the English most of my life now. I know what they can take, and I know what they don't deserve.
The suffering that has gone on in so many places. I try and do what I can with what I got. Is it the nicest way? No. There's not many people here listening.
Right. Well, I think you just got to know where to look for him. But let's get you your song. Let's get this boy home, and then we have forever to make it right.
So, this is going to be kind of like a group skill challenge. Whatever you're putting into this, it's basically a ritual to please the Limanshi. The more people that help, the less harmful it will be to people, because she feeds off of art. And thus, when you create things around her, you will be drained as well. So what would you like to do? It can be anything. It can be words of support. It can be, you don't have to necessarily be artistic to create art.
I think I'm gonna help Mahone keep the beat as he plays. I'm just gonna be tapping my foot.
I think for Delphia, kind of similar, but it is like I think she'll do like rhythmic drum beats and a hum that is similar to what she grew up with.
Anyone else?
I think Imogen's just gonna write. I don't necessarily think it's like lyrics or anything like that. Maybe just a couple of notes to kind of keep the song going.
Actually, I'm gonna rechange that. I'm gonna dance for it instead. That makes more sense for her.
Oshin?
He's real reluctant to get involved, as much as they want to save William. He already owes a debt that he does not speak of, that will come due in its time, and he doesn't want to incur a further one. He also actually does lack any kind of artistic ability, so he will sit this one out, his little pouch in hand. He has not relaxed the whole time he's been here, and he won't until we're all out safely. So he's going to keep his little pouch handy just in case.
Laga will sit next to you. You can pet the dog.
Who's a cute little puppy?
So for everyone putting towards the ritual, because you're playing the fiddle.
Yes, and also gonna try and sing horribly.
I need inspiration rolls from everybody.
What does that do?
That is empathy.
So empathy,
Oh,
inspiration.
Like, sure thing, I put my stats there.
Yep.
We are also
baby.
for those just
we have a
I
lot
guess
of
a reminder. We have a lot of treats we're sitting on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Use those
give me
treats.
give me like 2 of those actually.
How many are there?
So
One, two,
someone
Yes.
5, 4, 9. That's 9.
So there is originally 9, and then we had 1 trick, up to 2 tricks. So you've got, I think
so
I got a 6.
everyone can have 3 from the math I'm doing, at least, like 3
Cool,
or
I only
4.
took 2. I only
Okay.
took 2. I got
I'm
6.
using all of them.
I roll so many dice as is. Take whatever dice you need.
Same.
2 6s.
Oh,
1,
3 6s.
that's 6.
3, 4. Oh my goodness.
Let's
oh
go.
my god,
5.
Oh wow.
that's 11.
Amazing.
11.
And did we get Imogen's added to that too?
That was a
3 more?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
14.
No, that was just 11.
That was included.
That was just 11.
Yeah.
I can't do math. It's okay. I can't
Hey.
do math.
It's okay, we're all gay.
We good.
And you're right.
But you basically see that as you begin to work together, with Nisha keeping the beat and the fiddle beginning to play with the song of Mahoon, and Imogen adding in lyrics and the story that's weaving around her, Delphia moving with the dance, combining these different cultures together. The other side is a world that inspiration looks different, and there is sparks of light, and almost like every single note that is played, hummed, a beat that is tapped, it's almost comes alive in this moment. And you see what, as you look at the lean and she before you, she looks tired, exhausted, drained. And as all this energy is built into creating this one thing, you just see it blast towards her, filling her with light, with love, with the feeling of community and togetherness. Mahoon, how does the song go?
Summertime has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Where you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blue meadow. Where you go, lassie, go.
As your song finishes, there is boisterous cheering from above, as almost like whatever the performance is a hit in the pub, as we have a cheers all around the pub. So we're doing the cheers regime.
I don't have water, so I'm gonna.
Understandable.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. Glasses are clinked, the air feels reinvigorated, and all of these creatures that looked so drained before are so full of life. The tree even blooms, and you see almost being like shoved out of the tree is a very weak looking man. Very similar, Oisin, to the person that you saw in your flashback. This is William. And it's about this time that Trinket notices that this has all been happening because she was drinking a thimble of honey that she found in the back. And she just kind of comes back and is just like, ha! Like, as you guys finish up, like, she's ready to go. Sees William and just runs up to him, climbs him, his little shirt and his pant leg all the way up to his shoulder. And he just, like, kind of holds her gently. And he's clutching a book in his arms.
Oisin will approach him with his little pouch in hand, and he'll say, "This is going to be a might unpleasant lad." And he'll lick his finger and he'll stick it into the pouch, and when he removes it, there'll be like a powdered substance on the end of it, and he's going to stick his finger in William's mouth and just kind of put it on his tongue. So the pouch, this is a precaution. The pouch is filled with powdered staghorn, which according to the rules here allows you to resist the magical compulsion. So he's doing it just in case William is still under the thrall. The powdered staghorn should should wear off the effect.
You see him like shake his head and he just holds it while still like patting Trinket on the side as she's kind of giving him an earful for all of this. And he just says, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate coming for me, although I know Trinket, but did my parents hire you?
Let's get you out of here before we introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And you see him kind of like wander, like he's been here far too long.
Yeah.
At this point, you need to get him out.
Laga, please guide him, please.
She just like goes up right next to him, like a little harumph of like, fine, I guess I'll work. And
you get extra treats.
extra treats, he'll do anything.
As we're on our way out, you have a nice evening now.
And she just says, give the Apollonian Society a note of my love.
On the way out the door, Oisin will stop, and he'll turn because he didn't contribute to the bargain. He'll stop and he'll say, "I offer nothing, and I ask for nothing. But for all that it is worth, my family will keep the old ways, and I will make sure that at least in my bloodline, your people are remembered. Everyone deserves to be remembered. That is not. I do not incur a debt with this ask, and I do not ask for one. I am simply telling you that I will pass the knowledge along."
She then will say, I am not incurring a debt, nor am I asking for favor. Beware the society, Apollonian Society. It's built on lies. You were not the first to be sent here.
Of course it is. You're British.
Just a knowing nod between the two.
And he'll exit.
Iconic.
I'm sorry if there's any actual British people in the chat.
I'm not.
I love.
I'm not either.
Nope.
No, I can't be.
My great grandma came over here on a boat because of that famine and had to not speak with her accent anymore. I'm not sorry.
Try not being British next time.
Your American child did this to like my people, so no, I'm not apologizing.
We're not even gonna get into the Caribbean history. Like that's we'll be here all night.
As you make your way out of the painting,
Grievances.
you're all. You all feel drained. So I want everyone to mark 2 conditions on your sheet. Other than Oisin doesn't, because Oisin was not part of the ritual. But because you were able to share it, if one person would have done it, it would have drained them fully.
Which 2 conditions?
Up to you. It's your choice.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with exhausted and kind of frightened because that was not good.
Kind of frightened.
Exhausted and angry because
Same.
solidarity.
Yeah, no, exactly.
From one island to another, same.
Fuck the Oops. Not the second
There's
one.
our one. All right. But we find back at the manor. It has been a few days. William has been able to fully rest and recuperate, get his energy back. And before you are all set to leave, he does call you back. He's not quite into full shape yet. He still needs a few more days of rest and relaxation, but he has a package for you all. He says, thank you. I wouldn't have made it out of there, and I've learned my lesson. I appreciate everything you did, and for that, I hope that this may help you. I watched the other groups that came before, and you were not the first.
I'm just sorry we couldn't help more of you, lad.
Oh, it wasn't of me.
No, I know, but your friend. And the others.
He was gone by the time I arrived here. But he's not gone forever. I have his books that he wrote. I have his memories. No one is truly gone. I hope this helps you in your journeys, as I don't think the others were not as skilled as you. They went in not knowing the rules. This may help.
Did they happen to be English?
Some of them were, some of them weren't. He will elaborate on that a little bit. There were 3 groups that were sent before you.
Jeez. Okay.
All armed with different information, basically. They were all given, like, different pieces. You seem to have gotten the most pieces. It was almost, he believes it was a test.
Yeesh, they need to work on their testing system.
Yeah.
We need to find new employers, it sounds like.
Would you like to work with me?
Anytime. Absolutely.
I do have a ghost in one of the buildings. She's very lovely. Her name is
Sorry,
Mary. Yes.
What's the package?
Inside the package, you see a book. It is volume 2. And it was written by a Irish monk. In it reside a bunch of these different folk tales and folklore of Ireland. Those that are looking over it, though, please give me a learning roll.
Okay.
Of course.
Gladly.
Oh, trust.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got nothing. I got 2.
I got 1.
2,
1.
3.
I got
And I
Jack
got 1.
Italy.
Okay. So other than Mahoon, it is just so many folklore and stories that is what gets your attention. It's just the level of detail. But the rest are able to note there are striking similarities to the point of plagiarism in your handbook that you were given when you joined the Apollonian Society in this book.
Oh.
But the secrets of the monsters and how to deal with them are missing in your handbook. Not in the book you were just given.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Cool. That's
Wonderful.
great.
Well, thank you, lad.
Thank you.
thank Colin. He was the one that ended up finding the journal in his... I think they said they had come here to clean out a manor for their, like, great-great-great-uncle or something. I don't know why they were summoned here, but hopefully that'll help you on your journeys. I do hope you stay. There's a lot of work here that could be done. And if you ever need anything, the Stuckleys will happily help you. I would like another learning roll.
Okay. Please.
Ooh,
3. Got 1. I got 1 6.
2.
Oh my god.
Absolutely nothing.
3 of them.
1.
Okay, so who all
watch
got
out.
1 success at least?
Me.
1, yeah.
Okay. And DJ. Okay, so Oshin, you don't recognize the name, but William Stuckley was the person that created this would have been this William's ancestor, but William Stuckley was one of the people that created the Apollonian Society, which is why he held so much sway.
Ah, it was personal. It's always personal in the end. Do remember, dear, that a part of keeping the memory alive is also ensuring that we learn from the histories as well.
Yes, yes.
Try and ensure that this type of rule breaking does not happen again, or at least is very much delayed.
Yes, of course. I'm working on figuring out... You know, there's a lot of old things here, and my parents wouldn't even recognize if they were sold and put back into the community.
I would like to give him a card for my shop. I have a place in... I turned British, sorry, whoa.
The British got you.
Spy.
I was hearing his accent, so... I have a place in London called Ambrose Antiquities. If you ever want to come by, we can talk old things.
And he takes it and just gives a nod and says, I appreciate that. And the last thing to note, as you all leave the manor, further away, seeming to have watched you, there is a person, and I think that you all would kind of notice as you were leaving. Someone was watching your interactions as you left with this book that seems to be the original guide to Vaesen that was hidden. You hold some dangerous information right now. And as the coach begins to take off towards the train station, you see the person watching begin going back to report on what they found. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us for the Muse of Galway. It has been so much fun running this game for you all, but I could not do it by myself. These lovely people here have been absolutely amazing, and we need to hear all about the fun stuff that they have coming up. So we're going to start with BJ.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad to get started. I have to pull up my calendar because of how many things I have to shout out in a very short amount of time. But hi, I'm DJ. I go by any pronouns. And tonight I played Imogen Galloway, who used she, her pronouns. You can find me anywhere on social media at Castro Writes. That's Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, the works. But yeah, this is an honor to be playing here. I will be back doing a ton of more stuff towards the end of this weekend. I'll be doing a Call of Cthulhu game. I'll be also doing not Arkham Fire. My magical monster makeup. Jocelyn, Tipsy Tiger, knows it better than me. But I'll be doing a ton of stuff in the future, especially for Roll for Wishes and also just for other games. So yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm always happy to be here. Oh, I gotta pass to somebody. Julia.
Hello, everyone. I've been Julia Labouche. You can follow me on Instagram at queenjulia_11 or Blue Sky at queenjulia11. I also have a YouTube channel, which is just my name, Julia Labouche, Labusch. If you want to hear me sing, see my original play Lightkeeper, any other things of that nature, that's on YouTube. This is, as of right now, my last Roll for Wishes stream this month. It has been a wonderful time. If you want to see me do other RPGs, I can most often be found on the channel Streaming Rainbow, who I am not in this one-shot tomorrow, but they have a Halloween one-shot tomorrow that you should absolutely check out, GM'd by my dear friend Lux, who is one of the scariest people I've ever met. So it'll be a great time. I believe that is everything. Anytime I'm doing anything RPG related, Instagram is the best place to keep up to date with that. I am going to pass it to Jelly.
I don't know whether to deflect it or not. I'll go. Hi, I'm Jellyfish Lines. My pronouns are he, him. I played Mahone Gallagher, just an Irish man who's married to a Selkie. Yay! Oop. Not
go to therapy.
Not the worst fate ever. I had a great time with this group. And you can find me at the end of October, Halloween night, playing on Roll for Wishes for the Circle of Wires and Whispers. It's the finale. We started this 1 year ago, October 31st, and it will end this October 31st, and I'm so excited. And I'm also working on an actual play of a new game called Girl Frame. It does not have a home yet. It will have a home hopefully in January or February. I don't know when, but it's happening. I got a cast together. That cast is a secret right now because shoosh. And Popcorn, Ava.
Well, hello, my darlings and dears. It's your Madam Ava here. You can't really see the fan too well because of the background, but it is a tarot card one. You can find me anywhere at Madam Ava Couture, except for Threads because I refuse to do Threads, but Twitter still makes me giggle, so you'll find me over there on occasion. In the meantime, in between time, you can catch me at two of my vacation homes. Tomorrow on the Folk and Myth channel, I'm going to be playing vampires. So if you want more spooky supernatural stuff, go over there. On Saturday, I'm going to be at my other vacation home, the Fusca channel, and we're going to be playing some D&D, where I may be able to depose my ex-husband because he's being weird. I'm manifesting this. And then we're going to be back over on the Folk and Myth channel on Monday for our Halloween special. We're going to be playing some 10 Candles. I am a writer down on her luck. And she's kind of Alan Wake for this scenario because weird things keep repeating. Who knows? So we'll see how that goes. But thank you for having me. It was a delight being here and being able to help with Make-A-Wish and Roll for Wishes, and passing it over to Rogue.
Hello, I am the Mediocre Rogue. I actually don't have much of an online presence outside of a single Instagram account where you can find me. I'm not a big streamer. I just crawl out of the woodwork once a year for this event. Primarily, you will find me traveling around Ireland, teaching people, families, new players, how to play various tabletop RPG systems of their choice. There's a big shelf of them back there, many systems. That's the only place you can find me. Couldn't pass up a chance to be in this game. It's set 2 hours from my home. So tomorrow I am in the Logomancy improv stream, which is again at 1 a.m. for me, which is wonderful. Love that for myself. I am potentially in another game on Tuesday, yet to be TBC on that one. because it will require me to take another day off of work. And I am also in GM of Revan's When Tala Weeps stream. The next game for that we have set isn't until the 15th of November, but that might change depending on player availability. So I'm about.
Amazing. I am Mary. My pronouns are she, her. The last summoning of the cats. Peter is currently very sleepy, and I did not want to bother him. So he's a big orange tabby, but we've got Nynaeve right next to me here, and Jinx is probably sleeping or in the void somewhere. And I am Mary. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me online at The Nerd on Wheels everywhere on social media. I do disability advocacy and advocacy through storytelling. Coming up for me this Saturday, you can find me on Nerds with Dice for our mid-season finale of Fields of the Dead, a Walking Dead TTRPG actual play. We are culminating into giant hordes hitting Wisconsin, and we are trying to find some way to defend ourselves from now. I think we have come up with 3 cults that are surrounding us, a positivity cult, the Queen of Hearts, and something else, a biker gang that has been taking people, and we don't like that. You can also find me next Wednesday for another part in this Vaesen anthology, the Wailing over Dromoland Castle. It is going to be set in the same world as the show you saw tonight, but with more horror elements. If you liked what we see here, we have so many cool shows on the Pocket Dragon Pub. This entire month has been spent raising money for Roll for Wishes. To give another spiel on Roll for Wishes, it is a great charity program done by Make-A-Wish, where we all come together and do awesome actual plays to raise money for the kids. You have the potential to grant a child's wish that is going through some very difficult times with medical treatments. So I was a wish kid myself. My wish was to go to Disney World, and I cannot tell you how life-changing it was. It was a time that my parents and we finally were able to just not worry about something being accessible, and it was fully a place where things were comfortable. We didn't have to worry about anything just for that little while, and you are helping people by doing that. So I want to thank again for all the amazing donations, the raid from Fusca, to give a little thing on what the Pocket Dragon Pub has up next. We have one more Rolls for Wishes charity one-shot, as Jelly mentioned, for the Candela Obscura, the Circles of Wires and Whispers. We also have had some amazing one-shots earlier on in the month of October, with that will be later put up on YouTube. So if you want to see what our past content is, if you like what you saw here today, we have other amazing shows. You can head to our YouTube account where you can find all of our adventures. We have themed months, one-shots, and even mini campaigns, all sorted into playlists for your convenience. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for those updates. And the Candela Obscura game is going to be Friday, October 31st at 8 p.m. EST for the grand finale. It's a big game event. The last push. Let's see if we can make it to $300. I hope we can. This has been a fun charity event, but I think that is all we have time for today in this game of Vaesen in the world of mythology. We'll see you all next time. Don't give your name to the Fae. Bye, guys.
Don't do that.